Hey guys, this is Social Fire, and today I am showcasing two free-to-play units, the Super TEQ Supreme Kai and the Super Strength West Supreme Kai. So we'll start off with Supreme Kai here and go over his stats. His HP is 9,351, attack is 11,226, and defense is 6,779. He's level 120, and his leader skill is Realm of Gods category Ki +3, and HP attack and defense is plus 50%. His super attack Supreme Kai's Hyper Dance causes supreme damage to the enemy and raises superclass allies' attack by 30% for one turn, while his passive skill is Ki +1 and attack and defense plus 20% per Realm of Gods category ally on the team. So with a full Realm of Gods team, the maximum boost he can get there is about 7 plus Ki, and then 140% increase to attack and defense. His link skills include Telekinesis, Rival Duo, Cult Judgment, Master of Magic, Godly Power, Supreme Power, and Shattering the Limit. And his categories include Realm of Gods, Majin Buu Saga, and Patara. And then his 12 key multiplier is 140%. Now, moving on to West Supreme Kai, her level is 100, and her HP is 8,958, attack is 10,484, and defense is 6,657. Her leader skill is Super Strength type Ki +2, and HP attack and defense is plus 40%. Her super attack Sacred Light Bullet raises attack for one turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy, while her passive skill God's Fight is attack and defense plus 50%. She also has a chance to perform a critical hit plus 7% for every Realm of Gods category ally on the team. So again, with a full Realm of Gods team, she gets a total crit chance of about 49%. Her link skills include Battlefield Diva, The Innocence, Courage, Shocking Speed, Godly Power, and Supreme Power. And then they share the same categories as well, which are Realm of Gods, Majin Buu Saga, and Patara. And her 12 key multiplier is 130%. So both Kais are free-to-play units from the story event Unknown Battle of Gods and Majin. It covers the battle between Bibidi and Majin Buu and the Kais, so definitely check it out. Now, during the first part of this showcase here, I tested both units against the new stage that was added to the Transforming Majin event to see how well they could do here. Keep in mind that during the beginning phases, Buu does have damage reduction, but I felt that it would be a fairly realistic test. For the second part of the video, I tested them both against other bosses with my Realm of Gods team. Now, since their story event has a category bonus for teams with Realm of Gods units, the grind really didn't take too much time. I ran it with my Realm of Gods team, and I usually got several copies pretty quickly. And then their essay is completely farmable as well, so it's nice that you don't have to spend Kais here. Now, I find that Supreme Kai and West Supreme Kai can both be great additions to a Realm of Gods team, especially if you're still building yours or if you're a newer player. So I would recommend farming them up. For my team here, I used Ultra Instinct Goku as my category lead, and then as my friend lead, and then I included Jiren, Agility Godku, and Toppo for his passive boost of 35%. Finding ideal links wasn't the easiest, so I mainly kept both Kais linked together, and then I let Toppo, Agility Godku, and Ultra Instinct Goku kind of float around to see how each of them would benefit from the rotation. Now, I did find West Kai did get, she did need a bit more help with Ki, but Supreme Kai easily had a super attack every time. And here I often change the placement depending on attacks and such. Ideally though, you would probably keep Supreme Kai in the first slot and then West Kai in the middle to possibly get more Ki and to boost your crit chance as well. Plus, Supreme Kai's super attack provides allies with that additional 30% to attack, so West Kai can also get a boost out of that setup and have the potential to do some real damage. Now, speaking of which, I was surprised that both Kais have the ability to do some serious damage. I mean, I got a wide range as far as output, but Supreme Kai did top out, as we just saw, at 2.5 million. Now that of course is with a Dokkan mode active, but that's still not bad for a free-to-play unit. Most often, damage did range quite a bit, but with this Realm of Gods team, he should be able to do pretty decent damage again, close to 1 million most times. Now, West Supreme Kai, she ranged around 600,000 most often, but I did see some decent damage from her as well. Her Dokkan mode, which we will see later on, hit for about 1.3 million. So we see her super attack here. Again, we got about 222,000, but her additional attack kicked in for another 230,000. So again, it's quite a range here, but both of them did perform pretty well. Now the Summable Agility West Kai from the Transforming Boo banner that's currently up is a great linking partner for both these guys, and also a great support unit for a Realm of God team. So the Agility version gives Realm of God allies a 40% increase to attack and defense, and also gives them a 7% chance to crit. So if you plan on summoning on the current banner, she is an awesome unit. But both of the free-to-play versions here are great as well, and still can be very beneficial to your team. So we'll take a look at this rotation here. We have Supreme Kai in the first slot, West Supreme Kai second, and then Ultra Instinct is at the last slot here. So we got a crit there for 602,000. And they did some damage there. I mean, their defense is not the best. And then West Kai crit for 367,000, so she should crit fairly often on a Realm of God's team. Now as far as hidden potential, for Supreme Kai I went with more focus on criticals. So I gave him level 6 additional attack and level 20 criticals, while I put more focus on additional attacks for West Supreme Kai. So she has a built-in crit chance, and I gave her level 15 additional attacks and level 11 criticals. However, as I mentioned, both of these units do not have the best defense, so they could benefit from some evasion. It's just personal preference there. So here, we'll take a look. So with Topo here, they do get a boost, and again, you're going to see quite a range. I mean, overall, I was pretty impressed by both of these units. I felt that they did well again, and while I do have better units for Realm of Gods, these are both great for a team setup. So I actually enjoyed using them. Now Shenron, this event's annoying anyways, so I did expect some lower damage at times on this one. But I kind of wanted to try out against different bosses and kind of get that range again so you could see what to expect. But as you can tell again, West Supreme Kai is critting fairly often, so she got 542,000 this time, and I did get tons and tons of criticals out of her, which was good. So we have a Dokkan mode here again for West Supreme Kai. So we'll take a look at this one. And of course I had her in the first slot here to mainly be able to get that Dokkan mode on her, since we had already seen one from Supreme Kai. And luckily I just didn't miss any of the key links there. Alright. So nice, so as we can see again, it was 1.3 million, so not bad. That is against the agility form of Frieza here, so she did, I believe, have a type advantage as well. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Looked at the wrong one. Actually, I believe she did not have a type advantage, let me correct that. But again, very nice damage considering. That was actually, since she's a strength, that was actually a type disadvantage, so that's not bad. Running both of them at the same time, so I was thinking of Tech 1. But again, I was pretty impressed with her too. Even though she's not getting like insane damage from those criticals, criticals are still important here. I mean, overall guys, both free-to-play units are definitely worth the rainbow. I mean, the links aren't the best for building other teams like Tara or mono-type teams, but both units are going to be awesome for your Realm of Gods team, especially if you don't summon for the Agility Kai. I mean, I definitely recommend putting in the time to farm them both, and units like this that are free to play can really improve your deck overall, even if you don't decide to rainbow them. So anyways guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think of both of these units here, and if you plan on farming them up and using them for your teams. I'll catch you next time guys. Thanks!